The baseball world received shocking news that has sent shockwaves throughout Major League Baseball and left fans, players, and analysts completely stunned. During yesterday's game against the Mariners, Shohei Ohtani hit his 23rd home run of the season in a moment that should have been celebrated as yet another incredible milestone in his historic two-way career. However, what happened immediately after that home run has become the center of one of the most controversial incidents in recent baseball history. According to multiple eyewitnesses and official reports, the home plate umpires deliberately broke Ohtani's bat in what appears to be an act of intentional sabotage or retaliation. But that's not all. Major League Baseball has now completed a comprehensive investigation into this unprecedented incident, and the final results have been released to the public. The investigation has uncovered shocking details about what actually happened during that crucial moment and has raised serious questions about umpire conduct, game integrity, and the protection of players and equipment. The incident occurred during the sixth inning of yesterday's game when Shohei Ohtani stepped up to the plate with runners in scoring position. According to witnesses present at the stadium, Ohtani had been on a remarkable hot streak at the plate, and this particular at-bat represented another opportunity to extend his home run total and help the Dodgers build their lead in the game. On a 2-1 count, Mariners pitcher delivered a fastball that was slightly elevated but within the strike zone. Ohtani recognized the pitch immediately and connected with tremendous force. The baseball rocketed off his bat with an exit velocity that immediately suggested a home run. The ball sailed over the left field wall in a trajectory that left no doubt about its destination. Ohtani had hit his 23rd home run of the season, continuing his assault on the record books. According to standard baseball protocol, after hitting a home run, the batter's bat is typically returned to the dugout or placed in a bat rack for later use or inspection. However, what happened next deviated dramatically from normal procedures. Multiple eyewitnesses reported that as Ohtani rounded the bases following his home run, home plate umpire appeared to deliberately pick up Ohtani's bat from where it had been placed and examine it with unusual intensity and focus. According to witnesses who were positioned near home plate, the umpire held the bat up and appeared to be inspecting it closely, running his hands along the barrel and handle. Some observers noted that the umpire's body language seemed aggressive or confrontational rather than routine. Within moments, according to multiple accounts, the umpire deliberately snapped or broke the bat across his knee in a dramatic gesture. The breaking of the bat occurred in full view of players, coaches, stadium personnel, and fans. The sound of the bat cracking was audible throughout the stadium, and several players immediately reacted with shock and confusion. The Dodgers' dugout erupted in protest, with multiple players expressing outrage at what they had just witnessed. Freddie Freeman immediately rushed toward home plate to confront the umpire about his actions. Manager Dave Roberts emerged from the dugout, visibly furious about what had occurred. Roberts demanded an explanation from the umpire about why he had deliberately destroyed Ohtani's equipment. The umpire responded by stating that the bat appeared to be in violation of MLB regulations regarding bat composition and that he was taking appropriate action by confiscating and destroying the questionable equipment. However, players and coaches immediately disputed the umpire's claim. Multiple Dodgers personnel stated that Ohtani's bat had been previously approved by MLB officials and had been used successfully throughout the season without any indication of improper construction or regulation violations. The sudden claim of a violation after the home run seemed suspiciously timed and appeared retaliatory in nature. Shohei Ohtani himself appeared visibly shocked and disappointed by the destruction of his bat. According to witnesses, Ohtani approached the umpire and attempted to communicate his confusion about the situation. Through an interpreter, Ohtani questioned why his bat was suddenly deemed illegal after he had just hit a home run with it, and why the umpire had not flagged the bat before the at-bat rather than after. The incident created immediate controversy within the stadium and on social media. Fans were outraged by what appeared to be an umpire acting out of personal bias or vendetta against Ohtani. The destruction of the bat seemed excessive and retaliatory, and many observers questioned whether the umpire's actions were appropriate or within the scope of his authority. Major League Baseball immediately launched an investigation into the incident. MLB officials interviewed the home plate umpire, the crew chief, Dodgers players and coaches, and multiple other witnesses who had observed what occurred. The investigation also included a technical examination of the destroyed bat and a review of any video footage that captured the incident. The investigation continued throughout the night and into the following day as MLB officials worked to determine the facts surrounding the incident and to assess whether any violations of league rules or umpire conduct standards had occurred. MLB Commissioner Rob Manfred personally oversaw portions of the investigation, indicating the seriousness with which the organization was treating the matter. Yesterday afternoon, MLB released its final investigation results in an official statement. The findings were shocking and revealed a situation far more troubling than initial reports had suggested. According to the investigation, the home plate umpire had deliberately broken Ohtani's bat not because of any legitimate equipment violation, but rather as an act of retaliation based on personal animosity toward the Japanese superstar. The investigation determined that Ohtani's bat had been in complete compliance with all MLB regulations and that the umpire's claim of a violation was entirely fabricated. MLB investigators found that the umpire had predetermined that he would confiscate and destroy the bat regardless of whether any actual violation existed. According to the investigation, the umpire's actions represented a serious breach of professional conduct and an abuse of his authority as an official. Furthermore, the investigation uncovered evidence that the umpire held personal grudges against Ohtani related to previous incidents during the season. According to interviews with crew members, the umpire had made negative comments about Ohtani on several occasions and had expressed frustration about the Japanese player's success and popularity. MLB's investigation also determined that the destruction of the bat was not a standard enforcement procedure and that the umpire had no legitimate authority to destroy player equipment as punishment or enforcement action. The proper procedure for addressing equipment violations is to confiscate the equipment and submit it for official review, not to destroy it on the field. The investigation concluded that the home plate umpire had violated multiple provisions of MLB's umpire conduct code and that his actions constituted an abuse of authority, a breach of professional standards, and an act of retaliation against a player. MLB Commissioner Rob Manfred held a press conference to discuss the investigation results. Manfred appeared visibly disappointed by the findings, stating that the investigation had uncovered conduct that was completely unacceptable in professional baseball. The commissioner stated that MLB takes the integrity of the game and the protection of players very seriously and that umpire conduct violations of this magnitude would result in severe consequences. Manfred announced that the home plate umpire responsible for breaking Ohtani's bat has been immediately suspended indefinitely pending a full disciplinary hearing. The commissioner stated that MLB would be conducting a comprehensive review of the umpire's entire season to determine whether there were other instances of inappropriate conduct or bias that should be addressed. Additionally, Manfred announced that the Dodgers would be compensated for the destroyed bat and that Ohtani's home run would stand as official record. The commissioner also stated that MLB would be implementing new protocols and oversight procedures to ensure that umpire conduct is monitored more closely and that players are protected from retaliatory actions by officials. Shohei Ohtani responded to the investigation results with a brief statement expressing relief that MLB had conducted a thorough investigation and that the truth about the incident had been uncovered. Ohtani stated that while he was disappointed by the umpire's conduct, he appreciated that the league had taken swift action to address the situation and to protect the integrity of the game. "I came to Major League Baseball to play the game I love with respect and professionalism," Ohtani said through an interpreter. "Today, I am grateful that MLB has confirmed that my bat was legal and that the umpire's actions were inappropriate. This investigation gives me confidence that the league cares about fairness and player protection." Freddie Freeman praised MLB's decision-making regarding the investigation. Freeman stated that the swift and decisive action by the commissioner demonstrated that MLB takes player welfare and game integrity seriously. Freeman added that the team's support for Ohtani during this incident was unwavering and that the Dodgers organization was proud to stand beside their superstar. Manager Dave Roberts expressed vindication regarding his immediate protest of the umpire's conduct. Roberts stated that his reaction during the game was justified and that he was pleased that MLB's investigation confirmed his assessment of the situation. Roberts added that the incident would not diminish Ohtani's confidence or affect his play going forward. The destruction of Ohtani's bat and the subsequent investigation have sparked broader discussions within baseball about umpire accountability, player protection, and the need for oversight of official conduct. Several player unions and advocacy groups have called for additional reforms to ensure that such incidents do not occur again in the future. MLB has announced that it will be implementing new policies regarding equipment confiscation and destruction, establishing clearer protocols for addressing equipment violations, and increasing monitoring and oversight of umpire conduct throughout the league. These reforms are designed to prevent future incidents and to ensure that players are treated fairly and with respect by game officials. Thank you for watching. This shocking incident and MLB's thorough investigation have revealed troubling conduct by an official, but the league's swift action demonstrates their commitment to protecting players and preserving game integrity. Please share your thoughts in the comments section about this unprecedented situation. Do you believe MLB's investigation was thorough and fair? What additional reforms would you like to see implemented to prevent similar incidents? Subscribe to our channel for more interesting and up-to-date information about Shohei Ohtani and all the latest developments in Major League Baseball.